Everyone is talking about Arizona or the juggernaut in Ann Arbor, but while the spotlight is elsewhere, Hubert Davis has quietly assembled the most dangerous roster in college basketball. The North Carolina Tar Heels aren't just a blue blood with a famous logo anymore. They are a tactical nightmare that has spent the last 2 months evolving. They've gone from a small ball identity to a frontcourt that literally towers over the ACC. We are seeing the blend of international floor spacing, veteran defensive nastiness, and the most electric freshman in the country. They've already knocked off Kansas. They've proven they can win true road wars in Kentucky, and they are peaking at exactly the right moment. If you think this is just another top 20 team, you aren't watching the tape. This is a group that can switch everything, shoot from all 5 positions, and break your spirit in transition. Today, we're breaking down the 8 players that make UNC the ultimate bracket buster that nobody is talking about. If you want to know why UNC's ceiling is so high, look no further than Caleb Wilson. He didn't just come in as a 5-star recruit. He came in as the blueprint for the modern NBA wing. At 6'9", Wilson is currently averaging a double-double in conference play, but his impact goes way beyond the box score. He is a defensive eraser. We're talking about a guy averaging over 5 stocks per game. He anchors the paint alongside Henri Veesaar, but has the lateral quickness to switch onto a point guard and shut down a drive at the perimeter. Offensively, he's a point forward. He can grab a board, ignite the break himself, and find the open man with a cross-court skip pass that most seniors can't make. In his 22-point, 16-rebound masterclass against Florida State, he showed that he can be the best player on the floor on both ends. He is the alpha this team needed. And in a tournament setting, he is the type of matchup nightmare that opposing coaches lose sleep over. He is a one-and-done superstar playing with a chip on his shoulder. Transferring from Arizona was the best move of Henri Veesaar's career, and it might be the move that saves UNC's season. At 7 feet tall, Veesaar has finally given Hubert Davis the elite rim protection he's been craving, but it's his European skill set that makes him a bracket buster. Henri is shooting nearly 40% from 3. Let that sink in. You have a 7-footer who can drag your center out of the paint, opening up massive driving lanes for guys like Seth Trimble. He is a heady screener and a high-low passing genius. Earlier this season, against East Tennessee State, he went 10 for 11 from the field for 26 points. That's pure efficiency. He isn't just a tall body. He's a skilled offensive weapon who forces defenses to make impossible choices. If you leave him, he hits the triple. If you close out, he finds Caleb Wilson on the lob. Defensively, he's averaging almost 3 blocks a game in January. He is the anchor that allows UNC to play so aggressively on the perimeter. With Veesaar in the middle, the paint is a no-fly zone. Every good team needs a toughness guy. And for Carolina, that's Seth Trimble. Now a senior, Trimble has transformed from a bench spark plug into the undisputed leader of this backcourt. He's arguably the best on-ball defender in the country. Just guess any ACC guard who's had to bring the ball up against him for 30 minutes. Before his injury in December, he was the heartbeat of this team, and his return has stabilized a rotation that was starting to get shaky. He's averaging a career-high 11 points, but it's his ability to get to the free throw line that changes games. He's a physical guard who loves contact, and he's shooting over 80% from the charity stripe. When the offense stalls, Trimble is the guy who puts his head down, gets into the teeth of the defense, and earns a whistle. He brings that Carolina way mentality that you can't teach. In March, when the lights are the brightest and the pressure is on, you need a senior guard who won't blink. That's Seth Trimble. Kyan Evans might have moved to a bench role recently, but make no mistake, he is the reason this offense flows as well as it does. The Colorado State transfer brought a pass-first mentality that was missing from last year's squad. He leads the team in assists, and is the primary reason Henri Veesaar and Caleb Wilson get so many easy looks at the rim. While his scoring has been a bit inconsistent, his vision in the half court is elite. He plays winning basketball. He doesn't hunt shots, he hunts advantages. Evans is a 39% shooter from deep when he's set, which keeps defenses from sagging off him to double the post. Even coming off the bench, he's playing closing minutes because Hubert Davis trusts his decision-making. In the tournament, when games slow down and every possession matters, having a guy like Evans who can orchestrate a set play under pressure is a massive luxury. He's the steady hand that keeps the Tar Heels ship on course. Jarin Stevenson is the ultimate chess piece for this coaching staff. At 6'10", he sees himself as a do-it-all wing, and we're finally starting to see that vision come to life. He provides a level of vertical spacing and floor running that tires out traditional bigs. While he's still developing his consistency from the perimeter, his ability to attack closeouts and finish at the rim makes him a nightmare to guard as a stretch four. He's a high-energy rebounder who isn't afraid to mix it up inside, providing a crucial bridge between the starters and the bench. Stevenson's versatility allows UNC to stay big without sacrificing speed. If he hits 2 threes in a game, UNC is almost impossible to beat because it forces the opposing power forward into a mismatch on every single possession. He's a pro prospect hiding in plain sight. If you leave Luka Bogavac open, the game is over. The international guard has brought a pro level of shooting to Chapel Hill. He's averaging nearly 10 points per game and is the primary floor spacer for this offense. What makes Luka dangerous isn't just his catch and shoot ability, it's his movement without the ball. He is constantly working through screens, forcing the defense to communicate perfectly or give up an open look. He had a massive 15-point game against USC Upstate where he hit 3 triples in the first half alone to break the game open. He is a high IQ player who rarely turns it over and understands exactly how to play off the gravity of Caleb Wilson. In a bracket setting, a guy like Bogavac can get hot and win you a weekend by himself. He is the specialist that turns the team from good to elite. Derek Dixon isn't playing like a freshman anymore. After Kyan Evans hit a slump, Dixon stepped into the starting lineup and hasn't looked back. He's a 42% shooter from beyond the arc, but it's his playmaking that has surprised the scouting world. He just dropped 7 assists in a massive road win at Virginia, showing a level of poise that you usually only see in upperclassmen. Dixon is a connector. He keeps the ball moving, finds the hot hand, and doesn't get rattled by hostile crowds. He provides a different kind of scoring punch than Evans, more of a combo guard threat that keeps defenses on their heels. His emergence as a reliable starter has given Hubert Davis the depth he needs to weather any storm. Watch out for Dixon to have a breakout tournament moment. Rounding out the rotation is Jonathan Powell, a sophomore forward who is the definition of a microwave scorer. Powell doesn't need many minutes to make an impact. At 6'6", he has the length to shoot over defenders and the confidence to pull up from anywhere. He hit 4 threes in a single half against Pitt, showing that when he's hot, he can change the geometry of the game. He provides an extra layer of insurance for the Tar Heels. If Bogavac or Dixon are having an off night, Powell comes in and keeps the pressure on the perimeter. His rebounding has also taken a massive step forward this year, making him a more complete player in the Samson-style rotation that Hubert Davis has adopted. He is the final piece of the puzzle for the most underrated roster in the country. The pieces are all there. You have a lottery level of talent in Caleb Wilson, the rim protection of Henri Veesaar, and a backcourt deeper than anyone in the ACC. North Carolina isn't just a team that can win a couple of games in March. This is a team built to win 6. They have the size to match up with a Michigan or an Arizona, and they have the shooting to run a mid-major out of the gym. While the media is focused on the big name unbeatens, Hubert Davis has the Tar Heels playing with a terrifying level of confidence. They are battle-tested, they are versatile, and they are finally healthy. Don't be the person who leaves them out of your Final Four because you weren't paying attention in January. The blue blood is back, and the bracket is officially on notice. I want to hear from you in the comments. Is UNC a Tier 1 title lock, or are you still sleeping on them? Smash that like button, subscribe for more scouts, and I'll see you in the next one.